Hi, I'm Grace Cornter. I'm from New Zealand, and today I'm going to be making chocolate lamingtons with Maya.
How often do you make this?
We haven't made it as much since it's been winter time and haven't had much family over. But yeah, we used to go to the dairy. That's what we call a dairy in New Zealand. It's like a shop where you buy like cakes and muffins and sausage rolls and pies and stuff. And we used to go to one there was one down the corner, and we would always buy chocolate lamingtons and a Chelsea bun.
And you just take a recipe online, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're really simple, really easy. If you have a sponge cake recipe that you like to use, I know my grandma does. Shout out Dawn. If you have your own sponge cake recipe that you like, it works exactly the same. You just need to put it in a square tin, and then just make the icing like the recipe states.
So you ate it with your family, is what you said, right?
Yeah, and like friends and family.
And it's more of like a wintertime thing?
Well, it's always nice to have with like a hot drink or something, but you can also have it in summertime with like a nice orange juice or a Sprite or something like that.
And what does this dish mean to you?
It sort of just is a nice reminder of home and like my friends and family is it always makes me so happy to have it. So I suppose it just reminds me of home and friends and just being happy, I guess.
And how often have you been making it since you've moved to Amsterdam?
Not as much as I would have liked to, maybe only 3-4 times. But it's nice to take to school and, feel like you have something else that's from your home in a place that there's not really many of people like myself. So it's nice. You can also do, if you don't want chocolate lamingtons, you can do raspberry lamingtons. Just a different sort of icing. So you'll use raspberry jelly crystals instead of cocoa powder and chocolate and stuff.
And do people in New Zealand, do they make this more or do they buy it more?
I'd say they probably buy it more. It's some might find it a little bit sort of difficult to want to make, because you are actually supposed to do it you'd make the cake one day and then ice it the next day. But I definitely think more people buy it than they do make it.
Are people in New Zealand big into making their own homemade foods, or do they more buy it?
Definitely we like to make our own like dinners. But when it comes to like cakes and baking, we do make a lot of it ourselves. But if we feel that we don't have enough time to make something, or if we don't have the correct ingredients, or if we just can't be bothered, then we will just buy it.
What is New Zealand known for with its foods?
Well, on Christmas, New Zealand is really well known for their beef. We have very good beef in New Zealand, and also very good lamb. But you mean like dessert-wise, or
anything? Yeah.
We also have this ongoing rival with the Australians about pavlova. But I personally think it is a New Zealand dessert. Usually we have it on Christmas time, because it's summertime when it's Christmas. So we have it. It's basically kind of like a meringue, but it's better.
Do you feel distant from your culture since you've moved here?
I mean, you could say a little bit distant. I definitely feel like it's like, especially with the move, it's sort of been a little bit, I've struggled a little bit because I felt like I've been living in two different worlds, when really like, you know, I should be focusing more on here and school and like my new friends and stuff. But I suppose with social media and stuff, it's easy to just go back, I guess, to New Zealand. So I don't really feel too disconnected. I mean, I can FaceTime my grandma, so that's nice.